Welcome to National Apple Day. Today is the day that we celebrate our wonderful apple producers in this country. And with that, I have created a apple-themed tablescape, a pork tenderloin apple crockpot meal, and a apple bomb dessert recipe. I hope you enjoy and celebrate Apple Day with some wonderful apples for this fall. Here is my National Apple Day tablescape. We start out with a buffalo plaid tablecloth, which reminds me of my father's flannel shirts, because one thing has been in our family for many generations, and that was having an apple orchard, which, as you know, we have an apple orchard here on our little 5-acre property. We have apples, pears, plums, peaches, and cherries, and a few grapes, raspberries, and blackberries. So I thought, well, since orchard growing is pretty much in my family, I would do a tablescape and some apple recipes to celebrate today. And this is the beginning of the video. This is our tablescape. It has a white and off-white plate, a bowl which will hold which will be a recipe in this video, apple bombs. I'm going to make some apple bombs in the air fryer and show you how you make those, as well as a pork and apple pork loin in the crock pot. Very simple recipes to celebrate fall and apples. These wood pieces are decor apples that me and my husband created. And this is, of course, his little red truck with apples in the back. And I did a cup with a napkin on it. But I definitely want you to see my table runner. Look at this. My husband found this and he just had to have it. You know he loves his trucks. But it says fresh produce, and you know he's hauled fresh produce for over 17 years with a company he used to work for, so you know he'd love that, and his apples, because we have the apples. And he loves to take care of our apple orchards. And then I have this sign also on the table that says apples, always sweet and juicy. I just thought that was a nice addition. Hope you enjoy, and I hope you enjoy the recipes. They'll be next in the video. Hey, Linda. Okay. This apple cinnamon pork loin turned out absolutely moist and delicious. This is definitely a recipe we will do again. Please like and subscribe for more meal ideas and more recipes, especially crockpot cooking, because you know I love it. Thank you for watching. Okay, we're starting out. This is just a store-bought pie crust, and I'm going to roll it a little bit because, you know, they get cracks in them. So I'm going to roll it a little bit to try to remove some of those cracks that gets in it for them being folded up. And then we have this. This is a pierogi maker, but it's perfect for your fry pies. I use the bigger one. And I just lay it on there and take a knife take our knife and just cut around it, around the little pierogi maker, like so. And then you'll have this indention in there. I'll set this aside. That'll be for more. And then you take this and you take your apple pie filling, because we're doing this to celebrate National Apple Day, which was the 21st, and I was having trouble and I couldn't get my video up for National Apple Day. Couldn't go live, couldn't get my video up. I was having a rough time with internet here on the farm. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Just add a little pie filling, and then you take it and you go, which I always add too much, so I'm going to take a little bit out. The biggest thing is to figuring out how much to goes in there. Because you don't want to be too skimpy and you don't want to be too overzealous either. So, and then you just squeeze it shut. And you just squeeze that shut. And that creates your fry pie. See? There's your fry pie. And here's my air fryer basket. I'm going to spray some cooking spray on the basket. Put our fry pie in the basket. And then you take egg whites. I have never had such a hard time finding pastry brushes as I have lately. Walmart didn't even hardly have them. These are just egg whites. And you take the egg whites and you just brush it on the top of your fry pie. And then you put this into your air fryer for 4 to 8 minutes till you see it's getting golden brown. Take it out, and you can take and put a little glaze of powdered sugar glaze on the top, or just have them like they are. Enjoy. That's our air fryer fry pies, and it's easy with just canned pie filling of your choice. And they're really good hot with a scoop of ice cream. I couldn't find them. I had an awful time finding pastry brushes. But there's our easy air fryer fry pies. And another thing, I know my friend on here, she said she was getting an air fryer. If you're getting an air fryer, your best friend will be olive oil spray. You use it to coat both sides of like chicken or whatever you bread to make it easy. The easiest breading is you take 1 egg, beat it up, put your chicken, pork chops, whatever in it. Take a cup of Italian breadcrumbs, 1 cup of flour, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and it makes such good breading that people will think you bought your chicken strips, pork chops, whatever, from the restaurant. You bread them, and then spray top and bottom with your olive oil spray. Simplest, easiest recipe. And if you like Chick-fil-A chicken, you just add a half a cup of pickle juice to your liquid mixture. You take an egg and a half a cup of pickle juice and whip it up and then do the breading. You'll have something that tastes similar to Chick-fil-A. Just saying. For all my new air fryer people, there's some tips. Good morning, everybody. I hope you enjoy my tip because these are fun for fall. These are really fun for fall. And hope you love your air fryer as much as I do. Talk to you later, everybody. Bye. This is our crock pot. Here's what we're going to add to begin with. We are going to add, these are 2 apples sliced. We are going to add 1 apple to the crock pot and 1 diced onion. And that's to start it. Then we're going to get a sharp knife, which everybody on this page I know that's been here very long knows that that's the scary part when Melissa's around. And yes, my hands has been washed. I washed my hands while I was waiting for people to come on. We are going to make slices. And add an apple. And make slices. And add an apple. And that slice needed to be a little bit bigger. This will help make the meats tender and more juicy. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I had extra, I'll just toss that in. I'm gonna wash my hands. Excuse me, Mr. Raymond. My sous chef tonight is Bandit, the little Yorkie. He's right at my feet. Okay, now I'm going to put this in the crock pot. This is 1 stick of butter put into pieces. And I'm going to just lay this on the top. This will help make it juicier. And this is 1/4 of a cup of honey. And I will add the recipe in the comments and in my description box if you're on YouTube, because this will be a YouTube video eventually. And then last but not least, 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Then I'll put this on. I'm going to cook it low and slow for about 4 hours or 8 hours because I don't have, this will just be a meal for when Thad's home tomorrow. And he's going to pick what we do tomorrow for our live video. And let's see the comments. Hey, Linda. Hey, Kathy. Thank you. I've never had this. I've made something similar, but I've never had this exact recipe. So I wanted to try it. It's getting fall and time to do some fall dishes. And I'm going to turn on my crock pot before I forget. But if you missed this weekend, that's fine, dear. There's always a replay. I don't know what we're up to. I really don't know what we're up to this weekend anyway. Thad may do a garden tour because our mums are starting to come out. And they're beautiful. Our garden is starting to look beautiful out there. He may do a garden tour. I'm not sure. Yes, you can leave the honey out. You could even add maple syrup if you didn't want honey in there. Or you could leave it out. Another way I do my pork tenderloin is a lot of times I'll cook it with a can of cola. In other words, Pepsi or Coke. And I'll just cook it till it falls apart. And add my favorite barbecue sauce. That's another way I like to do my pork loins. The cola or the Pepsi or Coke breaks down the meat and makes it tender.